Shalom, sister. Shalom. Kohalo Yahweh Shem, Hamashiach, Ramalaki Hawashai. All praises to the Most High for everything, for blessing us to see a new Sabbath. Look, I'm going to be honest. This is my, third time trying to do this video. Because I got my sister here with me, and usually I always do these by myself, but it's hard for me to do it with somebody else that's here. I'm trying to, get myself together and, stay in the spirit for this video. So all praise to the Most High for blessing us with a new Sabbath. I just want to do a video for sisters about not rushing. And I think I do have a video about this. Look, I just want to bring out a bunch of topics that's been that sisters came to me, that sisters come to me about. So I just want to just bring it out there because I know one sister thinking it, another sister somewhere is thinking the same thing. So first I want to bring out, can you fast while you're pregnant? Or can you fast while you're nursing? I say go for it. Why not? If you can do it, if you can do all things through Hamashiach Yahweh who strengthens you, right? So if you up to it and you stay real hydrated the day before, and you drinking water, make you some lemon water, some cucumber water. You got lemon water, you got cucumber water. Watermelon not really in season now, so I wouldn't get it, but just eat a lot of foods that's really high in nutrition and high in water. Just eat a lot of foods that's high in water intake. High in water intake. Like cucumbers, fruits and oranges, grapes, stuff like that. The day before, just really try to get that in, get a lot of water in, like maybe 2 gallons or something like that. And as far as nursing, what I do, if I fast while I nursed, I'll try to pump as much as I can. Or, if you got a stash, sometimes, you get a big stash in the beginning, then your stash trickles off because you've been using it. But if you have a stash, just take that milk out for the baby. There you go. All right? Because sometimes when you nurse and you fast, your milk supply can fluctuate. So that day, it might not be, you didn't eat nothing, you didn't drink nothing. So sometimes you might not have as much milk as you would when you're eating and drinking. But it will go back to normal. That's how it's been for me. So, Lord willing, it goes back to normal after the fast because, you replenish your body with food and water, etc. But it's always good to have a little milk stash. Just pump the day before as much as you can, and you'll still have milk, and you can also nurse as well. So you should be fine if you pump, if you nurse and fast, or if you're pregnant and you're fasting. Some people say, oh, you got underlying medical issues where you can't do it while you're pregnant. At the end of the day, always have faith and trust in the Most High and ask your husband what he says about the situation. So just pretty much overall stay hydrated. That's pretty much it. So, and have faith. Oh, and like I said, ask your husband, if he feels like he can do it. And your husband also is your head, so, he can fast for your household as well. But it's all up to your husband because, they're supposed to rule over us. So you ask your husband, what does he think is best for y'all, for you in that situation? And like I said, you always want to have faith that, you will be fine during the fast. And also, if you have children, always get your children to fast as well because, the nationwide fast is coming up April 2nd, sundown. And I know some people are doing it April 1st. I know brothers are doing it for 2 days, and then I think some people, the women, are doing it just for that day. But if you can do it for 2 days, then you a champ. But I'll probably do it for 1 day because I nurse, so 2 days might be a little too much for me. I don't, to be quite honest. That's just being honest. So get that out the way. So we talked about that. So fasting while you're nursing, that's okay. Pregnant and nursing. Pregnant and fasting. Hey, that's okay. Have faith in Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai. Talk to your husband about it. So I also want to talk about sisters, single sisters. Single sisters. Okay? Don't be going out here rushing to get pregnant. Rushing to have a family. Rushing to have a husband in these last days because you feel like you need protection. At the end of the day, your protection is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Yes, let's go to scripture. You got Isaiah 4:1. All right, that's going to happen. 7 women shall cleave to one man. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. All right. But do it say that that man got to take you in? Where in the scripture does it say that? It don't say that. So you got to make sure that you're doing what you got to do, that you're working out your own salvation with fear and trembling, that you're trusting in the Most High, that the Most High is going to deliver you from all these trials and tribulations that's going to happen. You got to focus on the kingdom of heaven, and then all things should be added unto you. That's Matthew 6:33. So if you doing what you got to do, you focusing on the kingdom, you taking care of your household, because you got women in the truth with children that's not married, right? That's like, that's not married to anybody in the truth. So you got to have faith that the Most High is going to look over you and protect you from the hand of all that hate you at the end of the day. And from all the stuff that's going on, all the pestilence, the plagues that's pestilence, all this stuff that's going on, you got to have faith that the Most High is going to protect you. A man can't protect you from that. Yes, a man can pray for you and, things like that. And, a man can only protect you so much. But at the end of the day, your trust should always be in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He's our power. That's our power at the end of the day. So don't rush and jump into something because you're scared, of the things to come in these last days, and then you end up with somebody that's not a righteous brother. You're gonna be mad as hell because you got brothers out here and some sisters too. So you got brothers out here and some sisters out here that could be trying to tell you, look, what are y'all going to do, single sisters, if y'all don't get married right now? If y'all don't get married right now, then, I don't know what you're going to do, too bad. No. That's like a scare tactic to try to get sisters to hurry up and rush and get married. We don't know when things really going to pop off for real. We being circumspect, yeah, we seeing stuff heating up, but we don't know how long we going to be in this captivity. We don't know how long we're going to be here. So what if all this coronavirus stuff died down, like the Spanish flu, the bubonic plague, the bird flu? Well, no, this is big. This is bigger than the bird flu. So we're going to use the Spanish flu and the bubonic plague. So what if this stuff dies down? And what if we're still going to be in this captivity for, because we don't know when the Most High is coming back. So what if we going to be in this captivity for, couple more years, and after that, a couple more years. We don't know when the Most High going to deliver. These are just the beginning of sorrows. So you don't want to rush and then you be with a man that don't care about you, that don't love you, that just wanted to lay down with you just because they want to say, oh, I have a wife. Oh, and I have another wife, and I have another wife. Yeah, I got 3 wives. I got 3 wives. Yeah, I got 3 wives. But don't got no damn job, don't got no car, don't got no place to stay. You're probably living with their mama or whatever the situation. No, you don't want to. You gotta make sure you with a man. Prove that man. Make sure that man he can provide for you. If you work, something happened to you, he can provide for you. Cause what the scripture said. If a man provide not for his own household, he's worse than an infidel. So you don't want to be with nobody that's worse than a non-believer, right? That's supposed to be your head. That's supposed to be somebody that protects you. You don't want to rush and get married to somebody that's worse than a non-believer because he can't provide for his family. So you got to make sure that this man is going to love you and your children and that he's a wise man. The scripture says that a wise man will leave an inheritance. I think it's a wise man will leave an inheritance to his children's children so that he can have something set up where, look, your kid's going to be good. And the kids after you, and the kids, his kids, his grandkids are going to be good. So you want to make sure that this man is obviously good with, you can go upstairs. You want to make sure this man is obviously good with saving money, with financial. You want to make sure that this man is a provider. He can take care of you financially. If something were to happen to you and you were to lose your job if you're working, and you got a lot of women that stay at home moms. So you want to make sure that man can provide for you and your family as well. You don't want to, look, no, don't rush. Try to tell you for real. I done seen it. Let me tell you something. In Israel, you got women that will literally put on the front and act like they righteous and want to, no. You got women that'll just pretty much put on the front. Pretty much. Long story short, you got women that's putting the front up in this truth. I seen it firsthand. You got men in this truth that put on the front, that wear fringes, that go out and teach. I seen it firsthand. So you don't want to rush and get married to somebody just because you scared in these last days. In these last days, you scared, so you want to rush and get married to somebody because you feel like you don't have no protection. No, that's not having trust in the Most High. Understand that having trust in the Most High is, look, going according to the scriptures. I trust the Most High's word. The Most High said, prove before I get into a marriage with somebody. Let me make sure that I'm working out my own salvation, that I got my household in order. If you got children, no, you don't want to rush into anything. Trust me, understand that. You're going to be in a sorry situation. Sometimes you can rush into something and it could work out good if it's according to the Most High's will. But you have to be vigilant and you have to be circumspect in these last days because you got fraudulent brothers out here. All right? You do. You really got to be on your P's and Q's, and you got to be like, look, the Most High give a wicked woman over to a wicked man. So if you not doing the law, statutes, and commandments, and to the best of your ability, and you're not fearing the Most High, serving the Most High with fear and trembling, and having faith in good works, you're going to be given over to a man like that. And then you're going to be sitting down somewhere wondering why, I don't know. What's going on? No. It's because you didn't put the Most High first. You put the Most High first, then all things should be added unto you. That's Matthew 6:33. Focus on the kingdom of heaven, then all things should be added unto you. Then you will get a righteous man. When you focusing on the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua strictly alone, then he'll give you over to a righteous man. All right? You gotta have faith. Faith is the substance of things not seen. All right? So you might not see, you can't, a lot of us, you might not be able to see it physically, your future, if you like, I can't see myself, you just don't know what's going to happen. But you just got to have faith in it. You got to have faith that it's going to happen. You have to have faith that the Most High is going to give you over to a righteous man to lead you in these last days. And let's say, for instance, spirits are coming out left and right. So say, for instance, you are married to somebody. And this is another topic for sisters. Say, for instance, you are married to somebody and your marriage is, a little rocky right now. That's just Satan at the end of the day. That's just Satan. As long as you doing what you got to do for your household, and you holding your husband down, and you being that supportive wife, and you praying and you fasting for your husband, the Most High is going to take account of all of that. He's going to take account of all of that. Understand that. So don't ever feel like, even if, you got problems in your marriage, and, don't feel like you beating yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel like, I'm beating myself up. I'm doing this. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do this, that, and the third. My husband, I don't know what's going on. Whatever you got going on in your marriage, and if it's rocky right now, just understand that that's Satan. And the Most High is going to be there for you if you're doing what you got to do. Have faith in the Most High at all times. It's like I got to close this window. I had to close my door. But yeah, if your marriage is rocky right now, or, you going through it, whatever you going through, say your marriage is rocky, or you lost your job because of the coronavirus, or, your parents putting you out because you in the truth, and they like, what is that? You in a cult? Just understand that the Most High he not gonna give you something that you can't handle. He ain't gonna give you something that you can't handle. Understand that. He sure is not. Most High said he's a guide to them that keep his commandments. He's a guide to them that keep his commandments. So he's going to guide you spiritually. He's going to put that thought in your mind. The Most High establish our thoughts. He's going to establish your thought to do the right thing. so he can be a guide to you. To do what you got to do so we can get salvation, so we can get up out of this captivity, so we can be doing it big how we know in our spirit we should be living. You know what I'm saying? Me and my sister always used to say when we was like growing up, like, we were probably rich in our last life, in our prior life. We used to always say we used to be rich, and this lifestyle is just something that we just don't deserve. Like, we used to always say that. And so coming to the truth, I'm like, yes, for sure. This life, what? This ain't it. This ain't it. This not our place to rest. This is not it. Shoot. We're trying to do it big in the kingdom. We're trying to fear the Most High and get up out of this captivity so we can get this kingdom. Not only because of, you know, the riches that you're going to get and, you know, the desires of your heart that you're going to get, that Yahweh Shem HaShai is going to bless you with. The most important thing to me about the kingdom is waking up in the morning and just having it in my spirit to fear the Most High and to not sin anymore. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to just incense all in my face. I'm looking forward to waking up in the morning and just like not having a spiritual battle. They're like, I'm up. You know how you know what I'm talking about, that spiritual warfare. So I'm looking forward to not having that. That's one of the top things that I want to possess, that I can't wait to possess in the kingdom of heaven, Lord willing. I can't wait to wake up in the morning and just serve Yahweh Shem HaShai with perfection. It's just in my mind and my soul, and I got my kids and my husband. We just serving Yahweh Shem HaShai. We not committing no sin. We not making him upset. We just doing what we gotta do for him. That's what we're striving for at the end of the day. To live our lives when we just perfect in the eyes of Yahweh Shem HaShai. That's what we looking for. That's what we all striving for at the end of the day. So you're gonna have a whole bunch of trials and tribulations that you're gonna go through. Lord willing, you know, a lot of us, you know, have faith and stay strong through those trials and tribulations. But the Most High right now, you can see he working. He's working. He working on these. He tearing these heathen up. And if you ask me, I'm just gonna bring this out too, because if you ask me, the whole situation with Kevin Durant and Idris Elba and these celebrities saying that they got the coronavirus, I don't think they had a coronavirus. I think they're trying to scare Jake, because when they use our people, you know, big people in our like community, the so-called, you know, black community, when they use our people, you know, to push things, it's to put that fear into us. Like, so you're gonna have a lot of Israelite men fearing the coronavirus, to be like, dang, Kevin Durant got the coronavirus, oh, I might get it too, oh, I'm gonna have to get that vaccine, or I'm gonna have to, you know. No, it's all fake to me. Like, all of that is fake, to be honest. Like, it could, you know, that's just my personal opinion. Like, they just trying to, I feel like, just push it. But at the end of the day, the Most High is judging these heathen. Passover time is coming around. So it's time to get right. It's time to get rid of that leaven out of your spirit. Get that leaven out of your spirit. Serve the Most High with fear and trembling. Like I always say, examine yourself. Hello, wake up. Time to examine yourself, all right? You quarantined in the house. You working from home. You better examine yourself. You better get your spirit right. We don't know what's about to happen. We don't know what's about to pop off. We don't know if we got to get down and lose our lives for Yahweh Shem HaShai. We don't got no time to be playing no games. We don't got no time for it. You don't got no time to be lollygagging and slow poking and, oh, well, you know, it's just another day in Babylon. No, you better be fasting. You better be praying. You better be reading to your children, letting your children know what's going on. We don't got time for the games. No. Our salvation is nearer than what we believe. Of course, we don't know when it's going to come. We don't know when it's going to pop off. We don't know when things going to get on and popping for real, when they're going to be busting down our doors and spoiling us, like Second Idris said. We don't know when all of that's going to happen. All right? We really don't. But at the end of the day, that's why you got to have faith. You got to have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and you got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. And you got to make sure that you found blameless in that day so that you can be delivered up out of this captivity. Because this captivity is horrible. This is not our rest. It's horrible. I'm so tired of this captivity. No, ma'am. I've had enough. Absolutely enough. So we got to get up out of here, y'all. We can't be playing these games. We cannot be playing these games for real. We can't be fearing the coronavirus. You can't fear the coronavirus. You can't... Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I went to Home Depot the other day, and my husband, before all this coronavirus popped off anyway, my family had got sick. My household got sick before all of this coronavirus popped off. So we were sick for, sometimes it can linger on, like it came back for some reason. But anyway, we was going through it, but we wasn't feeling good. We was sick. So everywhere we go, we always, even if we went out to eat, I'm there. I got my Clorox wipes, sanitizing the table down, sanitizing the carts down. We was always doing stuff like that because we just hated our kids getting sick. So like even when we go to a restaurant, when I did the vlog when we went out to Red Robin, did I sanitize that table? I sure did. Do I sanitize the carts? I sure did. Yes. Okay. So, you got to be circumspect, and you always just got to be clean in general, because we just live in a dirty world. We live in a nasty world. So you always got to be clean in general. But let me tell you what I'm not going to do. You're not going to catch a girl with a mask on or no gloves on. I'm not doing that. Because I feel like in my spirit, this curse, this plague and pestilence does not apply to me. Why? Because I'm keeping the commandments. It's Passover. I'm thinking spiritually, not carnally. When you thinking carnally, that's death. But when you think spiritually, that's life and peace. So I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, let me put my gloves on and sanitize everything and spray and put my mask on because I might catch the coronavirus. No, that's not for me. That's not for us, Israel. Let's be circumspect. It's Passover season. Did not all this stuff happen in Egypt? It did. Hello, yes it did. It happened in Egypt. It's happening now. Don't the Lord requireth that which hath passed, right? Yeah, I said it right. The Lord requires that which hath passed. So if it happened before, it's nothing new under the sun. It's going to happen again. So when we got saved up out of Egypt, did anybody in Israel that was doing what Moses told them to do, did they die? When he told them to put their lamb's blood on the door, did they die? No. It's nowhere in the scriptures that says that. Because they was keeping the commandments. The lamb's blood in this case right now is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Fearing the Most High. That's the lamb's blood in this case. It's Passover season, so if you're doing what you got to do, the Most High is going to protect you. You don't need to be walking around in fear and trembling. You can only serve one master. You can either have faith or you can be fearful and put a mask on while you go to the store. For what? What is you doing that for? Don't you know that the angels is protecting you? The angels are around you. The angels got a shield over you. Because you fearing the Most High. What do you need to wear gloves for? What do you need to do that for? What do you need to wear a mask for? That's just my opinion. Why? Because I fear the Most High. That's why. Because that's having faith. That's having faith. In some instances, yeah, you want to wear gloves. You wear gloves when you're cleaning up. Hey, if you even pumping gas, my husband, he been wearing gloves. I don't know. He keep a little bag of gloves with him when he pump gas. Before even the coronavirus hit, he got a little glove stash in his car. Jake, we like to be clean and we don't like to catch stuff. But don't do stuff out of the fear for the coronavirus. Don't do that. Because if you were spiritual, you would know that virus is for the heathen. Alright? Let's be spiritual here. Let's keep it real. All right? Let's keep it real. Let's have discernment. We know this is for the heathen. So to sum it all up, sisters, don't rush to get married. What you doing that for? What is you doing, baby? Don't do it. To sum it all up, sisters, don't rush to get married. Don't rush to get married. Prove a man. Isaiah 4:1 going to come into play. The Most High going to give you over to a righteous man with a good family. When that time comes, the Most High do what he want to do. But at the end of the day, that man can always reject you. He can always reject you at the end of the day. Don't say that he got to take you. All right? You got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. And you got to make sure you're doing what you got to do for your household and your family, because these times we living in some perilous times. We living in some real perilous times. And you got to make sure that you're working out your own salvation and you're doing what you got to do. And that you're keeping these commandments. It's also good to keep in touch with sisters, because everybody lives in different areas. Israel, that's why the Most High, we got social media for a reason. So everybody's living in different areas. So it's good to keep in touch with sisters and reach out to sisters and say, hey, what's going on in your area? You know, hey, you know, what's going on in your area? You know what I'm saying? Just so you can build, sis, come together, O nation, I desire. Before the decree bring forth, and what does it say? Yeah, before the decree bring forth, and before basically all hell break loose, come together. So that's what we doing now. I got a group chat with sisters I've been talking to. Maybe it's been 4 years, 3 years. I don't even know. I feel like we're family. One sister live in Canada, one sister live in Texas, one sister live in Indiana, and one sister live in Cali. And I live on the East Coast in Baltimore. So it's like we all can tell each other, look, this is going on over here. What's going on over there? Oh, damn, this is going on over here. We all keeping up with each other and all being aware of what's going on around us, being circumspect. And so you have to build with sisters in these last days, because at the end of the day, we're going to need each other. Even if you are thousands of miles away, we still going to need each other. We're going to need to pray for each other, fast for each other. And I pray for sisters because I know that, you know, Lord willing, sisters are praying for me and my household. So you got to pray for sisters, you know, when times get rough. I think about, you know, when Jacob's troubles hit, I'm going to be thinking about my sisters. And I'm going to be like thinking about every single sister I talk about. Like, Lord willing, the sister staying strong in the faith. I want to see the sister in the kingdom. I want to get the kingdom with the sister. I want us to, you know, like, for instance, like, this is how much I love sisters for real. Like, I watch, my husband and I, we watch, like, mansion, like, people, realtors who sell mansions. So we watch that on YouTube, just, you know, for fun, just to look and see what people see mansions and stuff. Who doesn't want to look at a mansion? So we look at a mansion and stuff like that. All I'm thinking about is like, oh, you know, I can't wait to get the kingdom, and you know, me and the sisters, we're gonna be doing this, and me and the sisters gonna be doing that, and we're gonna be here, and we're gonna be at this wine cellar. I mean, we're gonna have this wine cellar, and then we're gonna be at the pool, and I just, you know, it's gonna be like that, all right. With the sisters, you know, all of us that, you know, talk to each other and stuff, we gotta have faith that the Most High is going to just all bring us together in the kingdom, and that we're going to be living our best life, and we're going to be beating these heathen in, and we're just going to be, you know, at peace and keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments like it's nothing. Serving Yahweh Shai like it's nothing. So, you know, we just got to get this kingdom, and we really got to, it's really time to really build up a real good sisterhood with sisters, and pretty much, you know, pray for one another, and just ask the Most High have mercy on us in these last days. And that's, you know, that's pretty much it. I'm drinking out of my, my Purim glass. My Purim mug. It's Ecclesiastes 6:14. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such hath found a treasure. So when you find a faithful friend, you got a friend that's praying for you, that's looking out, you know, looking out for you if you need something, they're there. Look, that's a faithful friend. A faithful friend is somebody that's down to pray for you, period. That's going to be there for you in, you know, trials and tribulations. That's a faithful friend at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So yeah, sisters, pretty much get your minds right. Let's go. We're about to get out of here. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Scriptures say, blessed is he that readeth. So you got to be reading these scriptures. You got to be in these scriptures like clockwork, reading them to your kids. Now is the time. Now is the time to gird up your loins in his truth. And whatever the Most High hands you, you take it cheerfully, like the scriptures say. Alright, and you doing what you got to do, and you building yourself up spiritually. Because you just don't know I don't know what the Most High got in store for me. I don't know what the Most High got in store for me, y'all. I just pray that he has mercy on me. Alright? And the same with y'all. We don't know what the Most High got in store. Most High can switch stuff up like this. You just don't know. So you got to really fear the Most High. And you really got to have faith in these last days. Not play around. It's not time to play around. It's really not. It's time to get it right. It's time to get it right and get these scriptures. So like it's time to give yourself over to fasting and prayer. Time to have that same spirit that our foremothers had. Like Judith went hard. She saw that the heathen was about to come over and they cut off our water supply and everything. So she saw that the heathen was coming for us. And what did she do? She had faith in Yahweh Shai. What did Esther do? Esther was still scared in the spirit. I mean, she was still scared, but through the spirit, she made it through to do what she had to do for her nation. So even if even if something happened and you get scared, you just got to like, let me pull myself together. Like, the Most High didn't give me the spirit of fear, but a sound mind. And I got to do what I got to do so I can get this kingdom. So pretty much, sisters, stay strong in the spirit. Lord willing, the Most High continue to dwell with y'all. And that y'all have faith and that you build your faith up. Ask the Most High to not give you over to a reprobate mind. Let's throw up a prayer. Let's throw up a prayer right quick. We're going to say, Call Halal Yahweh Bahashem Hamashiach Wa Malaki Hawashai. All praises to the Most High. May he have mercy on us and all Israel in need. May he please continue to protect us from the hand of all that hate us. May he please continue to guide us righteously. May he please continue to have mercy on us and all Israel in need. The water, Yahweh Bahashem Hamashiach Wa Malaki Hawashai. The water for everything. May he please build us up in the spirit of faith. May he please take away the spirit of fear off of us. May you please continue to allow our husbands, if we have husbands, to continue to go hard in the truth. May you please continue to dwell with our husbands and build our husbands up spiritually, to build our children up. May the Most High give us over to righteous men if, we're single. May the Most High give us over to righteous men. May the Most High lead us to righteous sisters that's going to pray for you, that's going to be down to fast for you. That's going to be there when you need them. May the Most High give us over to sound doctrine, and that we don't have that itching ear spirit in us where it's something new and you listening to it. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, may please continue to dwell with us. Amen. The Water Sisters for watching. Call Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to the kingdom come. And may he continue to look over us. And hopefully this helps, sisters. Shalom. Love y'all. Stay strong in the spirit. Kwam Yasharala!